Kanye West becomes a Christian and the internet goes crazy, loses its mind. Christians begin going off. Critics begin going crazy. People saying all kinds of crazy things. I remember when I became a Christian, I didn't know hardly anything. I knew I wanted to please God. I knew I wanted to do the right thing. I knew I wanted to be obedient. My theology was terrible. I didn't know a tenth of what I know now. We need to cut people some slack. Now, I realize that anytime, just like this video, you put yourself in the public sphere, you open yourself up to create to. Anytime you put yourself out like this video in the public sphere, you open yourself up to correction. You open yourself up to critique. I get it, but can't we give the guy 5 seconds to figure out deeper theology to move into wherever he's going to settle into? I mean, let me ask it this way. Are you where you were right now when you came to Jesus theologically? I mean, think about where he may be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. Think of the influence he may have. Now, it may not be a good influence if he continues down or goes down like a health and wealth gospel route. We don't want to encourage that. But at the same time, have some mercy, have some patience. Give the guy a second to figure out more about Jesus, more about the Holy Spirit, more about grace, and more about sacrifice, submission, and service. You know, it's as if people think that he's been in church his whole life, was baptized at summer camp, and has been passing communion since the age of 10 as a song leader and a deacon in the church. He is brand new. And to see where he's come from and hopefully where he's going, we should be praying for him, not criticizing him. So let's hold off on the judgment. And you know, we live in a world where things come and go so quick that if you don't respond instantly, you've missed the window. And so I think there's a real sense of urgency to kind of jump on some kind of bandwagon with this. Don't get on a bandwagon. You don't have to choose a bandwagon. You don't have to be anti-Kanye, pro-Kanye. Just be patient, watch and see, and pray that God does amazing things with him. I can tell you there have been a lot of times in my life when I thought terrible, ridiculous, stupid things were happening. And I just asked God, I said, God, will you turn this into something good? I don't see how this is going to turn out well. And so many times amazing things came out of it. And so just watch and see, be patient, give the guy 5 seconds to figure out deeper things of his faith, and hopefully he will be surrounded by people who know what they're talking about, who can give him some clear, solid guidance to be a true disciple of Jesus Christ. I do have some concerns about what I've heard him say, but I'm not going to sit here and blast him, bash him. I'm going to pray that the absolute most good and most leverage for the kingdom is run right through him to be a conduit for kingdom growth, for amazing things to happen. And I hope that's all of our attitudes about it. I remember Jesus was walking along the road with his disciples, and they see some other guy casting out a demon, and they're like, they want to blast him. They want to nuke the guy. And they asked Jesus about it, and what does Jesus say? He says, if they're not against us, they're for us. He says, leave the guy alone for just a second. You have to judge everybody. And so let's hold off on the judgment. Let's be people of mercy. Let's give people more than 5 seconds to say a few words. And again, you know, we put ourselves in the public sphere. We open ourselves up to critique, to correction, those sorts of things. But man, he's a baby in the faith. Goodness. And so, you know, do you really want a baby in the faith to walk in the door of Christianity and get blasted from every direction? Man, talk about having a real longevity challenge. Let's hope this is for the long haul, not for the short term, but everyone's in it for the short term and everyone's in it for the attention. And so we're all leveraging things for the wrong reasons. So let this situation be spiritually formative to us to practice the fruit of the Spirit and to exhibit things like patience and peace, kindness, love, and joy. And to just hold off on the criticism, and consider where he's come from, and consider hopefully where he's going. And man, this is an effort in patience. But I will dare say that what this says about him is far less than what this says about us and how we're reacting to the information. And so God bless. Thanks for watching. Just wanted to share a few thoughts as I've been reflecting on the things that I've been seeing pro and con. And I've also noticed a lot of very patient people, patient in judgment, people who've been complimentary, who've said, well, I don't really like all the lines and the lyrics, but I see God's using him. Good job. You know, and I appreciate that. We need more of that. So God bless. Thanks for watching.